it's time for the FOC with the CCB. Theme song, eh? Alright, so new releases due on Monday, like every Monday. We're going to go to the CanadianComicBin.com, see this fun little ad reading an old Superman, and click on our pre-sales. And we'll kick it off with DC. There's some stuff on here that are going to be on the next few weeks, just because I think they deserve a little extra time. Absolute Batman, Scott Snyder, Nick Dragotta has got a new take on Batman. What if we got the smallest image ever? It's a cool, I like this bulky Batman. It's kind of cool. But it's if Batman had no money and he was just training on the streets, and so you got a poor version of Batman. And there are a lot of covers. So you've got Nick Dragotta's A cover, you've got Wes Craig's B cover. See, that's a lot better than that A cover was, wasn't it? And Jim Lee. Jim Lee's doing a variant for all of the Absolute #1 issues, which is kind of fun. Mitch Gerads, I do like that one. Doesn't quite look Batman, but it's, I guess we haven't really seen this Batman, so maybe it does look very much like Batman. The logo, we got the new logo, which is very rectangular. I don't know how I feel about it on its own. I like seeing it on the costume, because you understand what it is, but here just looks a little out of place. We've got our blanks, you got a Jim Lee foil, you have the Dragotta foil, and we're doing a bundle for all 8 covers, 20% off. And if you want the 1 in 25 bundle, it's going to cost you, right? But you got Ian Bertram doing this 1 in 25, which is kind of cool. I like all the pows and the bams and the cracks and stuff, all the words, sound effect words. And next up is Superman 1. This is by Jason Aaron, so that's kind of cool. He did a little run on Action Comics recently. Not many people talked about it. I read the first issue, it didn't quite hook me, but I'm curious what this is going to bring. So he doesn't have the fortress, doesn't have a family, so they're kind of going polar opposites of what the characters we know to be. You know, rich Batman has everything. Yeah, Superman has family, has his Fortress of Solitude. Not anymore. So what kind of person do they end up being in that fashion, which is pretty cool. So you get another Wes Craig cover. Wes Craig, I'm pretty sure does Kaya for Image. Here's the Jim Lee one. He looks no, sorry. I thought he looked really bulky, but you can see the V shape right there in the body. I don't know if I like the lined suit. The lines kind of looking more like armor. I like it here. I like this A cover, and I guess you can see the lines there, but didn't like it so much on the Jim Lee cover. Some of the covers, Clayton Crane has one, but we don't know what it looks like. There, big old black spot. Your foil, I do like the S. Looks good. And your blank is coming, and you've got a Jim Lee foil as well. So 7 covers for this one, 20% off if you want them all. And you get a nice Scalera 1 in 25, and if you want to go in for that, it's going to cost some money, but you'll get all the covers. Wonder Woman, who's doing this? Oh yeah, Kelly Thompson and Hayden Sherman. I think we got a small image on there. Look at that tiny thing. So what do we got? We got the reinvention of Wonder Woman from ground up with out the island. So again, taking away. She has no island, doesn't have the sisterhood, doesn't have a mission of peace. So what's Wonder Woman going to be like? Just being this super strong warrior woman. But some really cool covers. This is my favorite from the Wes Craig, doing the Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Actually, I think I like the Wonder Woman covers a lot better than both Batman and Superman. The Jim Lee, for me, is by far the best one. Has this big old sword like it's from Final Fantasy VII. I like seeing that. And This Jeff DeCall one is quite nice as well. I like it. Good old Jeff DeCall or Deckel. And there's your foil logo cover. The blank image isn't there, and there's a Jim Lee foil, so you can get them all for 20% off. But this Panosian, that is by far the best cover, and it's a 1 in 25. And if you want the bundle, there it is. We've got it available for you. All right, Justice Society of America is the last issue. Jeff Johns' last DC work for years, anyway, I suppose, because they are exclusive with their Ghost machine. This series has taken way too long to finish, and we lost readers along the way, which is too bad because it started off such a good run. You get your Tony Harris cover. I don't even think Mikel Janin is doing the interiors on it. I think he's moved on to another title because it took too long. Anyway, you got Todd Knott cover. You've got Mike Roingo. He passed away many years ago, so there's some leftover art that he had. Yeah, so you got 4 covers, and you can get them all for 15% off. And the final issue of Absolute Power. So the Heroes Without Powers, probably getting them back in this issue. You got your Dan Mora cover. You got your Simone Bianchi. He was supposed to be at Toronto's Fan Expo and did not show. I was disappointed. You've got your Guillaume March. Derek Chu's not ready yet. The Miko Soyan, it's not ready yet either. And Stephen Bliss. I don't know if this is complete or not. Could be, but maybe not. So DC does that sometimes. They put the cover image of what they have so far. So we've only got 2 more days before we got to put the order in on, and you know whether or not we get to see these. Mikel Janin or Janin, however you say it, his cover image is not available. John Timms, you've got your foil, your UV foil cover, which is kind of cool. I like that, grabbing Hal Jordan's head, saying, "No more Hal Jordan." Julia Necca. I like this cover. It's kind of creepy, kind of not creepy, but it's good. It's good. And you can get all 10 covers for 25% off. There's just a lot of covers for that issue. So I'll give you a bigger discount if you wanted to go in on all of them. DC All-In Special One-Shot. So this is going to be, starting the next chapter of DC. Let's read this together, shall we? The next epic chapter of DC history begins here. Presented as a startling, symmetrical flip book. Don't miss it. Following the events of DC's blockbuster storyline Absolute Power, the heroes of the core DC universe have fought against the deep divisions in the world around them to usher in a new era of unity. And it's just in time, too, because Darkseid has returned. Always loved Darkseid. Superman must gather every hero on Earth to hold the line against a very different version of the Lord of Apocalypse as they raise, this is a long description too, as they raise our cosmic defenses and prepare for war. And when the first blows land, the shockwaves will ripple into every series in the DCU and shake the nature of their reality to its core. But little do they know, the greater threat is still to come, for there is another Earth, the Absolute Universe. Here's DC's biggest icons are coming of age with fewer advantages and facing greater opposition than ever before, while miraculously retaining the immutable heroism that has inspired fans for decades. But can they really protect the light that shines inside them when the world in which they live is hurtling toward a terrible destiny? So yeah, this I guess this event here creates the Absolute Universe, which is going to be like their Ultimate Universe, which could be really good. It could be kind of meh, who knows, but they do have the talent working on it. So I guess you're going to get first appearances of the characters in this one. So if you want to go for specking on first appearances, there you go. We do have a wraparound cover. The team taking on Darkseid. I always flip-flop on that. the Daniel Sampier wraparound foil. It's going to be that one right there, but foil version. And the DC Universe logo, and you can get all 5 in a bundle if you want, and it'll give you 20% off. There is a 1 in 25, so we're offering that bundle as well. Got a tiny image. But yeah, if these guys take off and that becomes their first appearance, if you don't include the ash cans that are convention exclusives all over the place, that kind of thing, yeah, first appearance, maybe, maybe not. Batman 153, Jorge Jimenez is coming back to team up with Zdarsky. He's like off and on the story arc side. There's a Joker cover by, who's that? Tony Harris. Oh, didn't quite look Tony Harris like. I have an original sketch by Mr. Tony Harris. You got a David Nakayama, and I really like this Nakayama cover. I just like, you know, when Batman's all capey. It almost looks Kelly Jonesy, you know, 90s Kelly Jones. And speaking of Kelly Jones, he's going to be doing the Trick or Treat covers this year. Last year it was, oh, she's a Canadian artist. She's down in the Toronto area. Zulo? Chrissy Zulo. Anyway, we're going to be getting a bunch of Kelly Jones Christmas Trick or Treats. Ah, what happened? There we go. little malfunctions. Okay, my mouse is acting up too. What a day. Let's keep going. We've got Daniel Sampier foil. You know what? Let's switch out mouses. Let's see if we can charge up another. Wow, I'm struggling with this one. Daniel Sampier foil cover, which is nice. And if you want all 5 covers, 20% off. If you want to go in for the 1 in 25 bundle, this is going to include this cover as well. A nice fun ratio. I like the black bats being blurry. It's a good cover. Boom. Let's keep going down here. And Poison Ivy 26. They're nice covers. They almost always are. It's the start of another arc. 25 was a big issue. The Jenny Frison, she is coming back. She had a big run on Harley Quinn, and now after a break, it looks like she's going to be doing a few Poison Ivies. Hopefully she sticks on it for like a year or so, like she did with the other titles she's been on. I know there's at least two in a row coming. I haven't looked any further than that. Nubovich. It's a good cover. A little cheesecakey, you know. Nothing wrong with that. And there will be a Kelly Jones Trick or Treat, and there's a foil for Daniel Sampier is going to be doing foils for, I guess, almost all the DC titles. But there you go, 5 covers, 20% off if you want them all. There is a 1 in 25. Kind of a creepy one. It's more zombie-ish, you know, a little horror vibe. What do we got next? Birds of Prey, number 14. I didn't think this series was gonna keep going, but here it is, and there is a Sozo Mica cover. I think it's okay. I like the pose, like the wings, or I guess the cape, and I like the contrast of colors. But it's okay. Surgakuna. I thought Harley Quinn was on the team. I guess she took off. Had other things to do. I have not been reading this, and we don't sell that many in the store. Here's one of those Trick or Treats by Kelly Jones. Are these going to be just as popular as the Zulo ones of last year? We'll see. Kelly Jones does have his fans. Birds of Prey, going to be another Daniel Sampier foil cover. And if you want the 1 in 25, we put a bundle together for you. Ryan Johnson. Not Ryan Johnson, Ryan something. Ryan something else. Shazam's got a bunch of covers. People have stopped buying Shazam, which is too bad. And Mark Waid and Dan Mora left it, so you don't have the most known writers and artists working on it. But you got a Mass Affair cover, another foil Sampere cover, and you got the bundle if you want all three for 10% off. Multiversus Collisions Detection. So this is Scooby-Doo, Adventure Time, Looney Tunes, and the DC Universe all mashing up for this fun little 5-part series. A couple of different covers available there. Oh, actually only 2. There you go, 2 covers. Nothing more than that. The last issue had, I think, 4 or 5. Where are we going now? Oh, DC Horror presents the Creature Commandos little mini-series. These guys have an animated series coming out real soon. They've been showing little clips. A little trailer, I believe, is out. Hopefully it does well. We've got Charlie Adlard, who worked very hard on The Walking Dead for many, many years. You don't see him floating in Marvel and DC much anymore. He did start out working with them. And we got a Jim Lee cover. There you go, Jim Lee's Creature Commandos. You like it? I'm shying away from a lot of Jim Lee as of late. Just seen him for so long, you know. If you want all 4 covers and the 1 in 25 bundle, it's right in here. But the 1 in 25, it's Jim Lee black and white. That image was not available, but you can just look at the color one and say, I can see what that's going to look like in black and white. Plastic Man number 2, number 1. I think we have 1 copy left. Not that we brought in a lot, but I haven't read mine yet. I really am looking forward to reading the series. Adventures with Superman number 5. It's based on the cartoon series out right now, and there's 2 covers. You got your Scooby-Doo Mysteries, Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries, and who would that character be? Could that be Harley Quinn? I don't know. The Harley Quinn ones do pretty well. And then Scooby-Doo, Where Are You 130. Alright, that's your DC stuff. So like I said, the Absolute Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, they're going to be up for a little while. Yeah, trying to promote some of the bigger things. Miscellaneous comics, we're going to start with Image, and it's a big one. Again, this is one that we're going to keep up on the FOC for the next few weeks. G.I. Joe number 1, we're getting the ongoing series that is connecting to the Energon universe, so it's going to be all the Transformers, G.I. Joe, Void Rivals, all here, and they can connect and go in and out. And meanwhile, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, is going to be its own thing with Larry Hama. But there are so many covers, and there's a lot of really good artists on these. So you've got Tom Riley doing a wraparound. He's your mainstay artist, and Joshua Williamson. He'll be writing it, and he's been writing a bunch of the G.I. Joe miniseries. And I'm just going to say, because like when Transformers came out, we went heavy on it, and I was a little worried at first, but like we now sell the the first print number 1s for $25 to $30 a piece, and that's amazing. Will that happen with G.I. Joe? I don't know. I really hope it does. So I think we're gonna gamble on this one. Opina cover. You've got Brett Booth, who's doing a bunch of Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn. You've got David Finch, Ontario boy. There you go. The Lee Bermeo one, I can't wait to see it. You got Sozo Micah doing Baroness. That's pretty nice. I cannot wait to see the Jenny Frison one. For the blanks, you got a G.I. Joe, and then you've got a Cobra version. There's a foil wraparound to the A cover. Jenny Frison's going to get a foil cover. And there's a die-cut Cobra Commander mask cover, and it's got foil on as well. Because there are 12 issues, we're doing a bundle with the 1 in 10. So you can get 13 covers, including the 1 in 10, all for 25% off cover. We want you to go in on Joe with us. So David Nakayama's cover, pretty nice. But yeah, saving 25% off of 13 comics, all with really cool covers. I think you should go in on it. Also, Jeff Spoke's 1 in 25. We did a variant for that, and there you go. You're going to get 14 covers, all for $100. And you get the 1 in 25, and the 1 in 10, and those foils, and blah, 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 blah. So these are going to be up here for a little while. We're even doing a 1 in 50 variant here. So you get the 1 in 50, the 1 in 25, the 1 in 10. Go big or go home, right? And if you really want to go in for the 1 in 100, it's a spoiler by John Boy Myers. We won't know what it looks like until it arrives that week. And so you'll get the 1 in 100, you'll get 1 in 50, the 1 in 25, the 1 in 10, and all 12 of these other comics. So, you know, go in if you're in. People are loving this G.I. Joes and Transformer stuff. Rockefellers. Francis Manipul has come to our store multiple times. I see him at conventions, and we always talk. I want you guys to help support him. We love him in our store, and he's a great artist. He's a great writer, and him and Peter Tomasi really believe in this series and the world that they're building. And I put up a crummy image of his #1 there. Sorry, Francis. But you've got the B cover by Ivan Rice. And there is a blank one. So if he comes back to our store, you can get him to draw a little sketch for you. And you get all 3, save yourself 15% off. So hopefully a bunch of you are going to give this a shot. I, of course, will be reading that. And you should all read it too. There's my push for the Ghost Machines. Deviant, #8. They're only doing 1 cover, and it's the second to last issue. Spawn, 357. Look at that. He's getting pushed across the river Styx, it seems. I have no idea what Spawn is doing these days. I don't read it. I think I tried reading it a couple of times, but I'm just so far out the loop, and yeah, I just don't have the time to invest. But I do have the compendiums. I could go back and read hundreds and hundreds of issues. That would take some time. Time I don't have. But King Spawn, Mark Spears and Jonathan Glapion. Looks like an interesting one. It's like the Violator mask on some kind of fire beast. Fun stuff. Redcoat, #6. I don't know, man. Like it keeps selling, and this one sells better than the other 2 for us, I think. I think it goes Redcoat, then Rook, and then Geiger. But yeah, they've got 3 covers now. They were only doing 2 for a while. So and our boy Francis Manipul is doing the B cover, and that's a great image, I must say. And if you ever watch his Instagram feed, him and his videos, he's been doing. He's not working on the computer. He's doing pencil and inks on his pages for Rockefellers, which is pretty cool. All right, so if you want all 3 covers of the Redcoat, 10% off. I Hate Fairyland, Scotty Young. It's a new story arc, and you've got the F-bomb cover, and you've got a blank, and there is a 1 in 10. So if you want the 1 in 10 and the 3 covers, you can have them all for $30.25. It's an homage to The Lion King. And we do know that people love Scotty Young, especially ratio variants, because they go up in value. That's just what you see. Hyde Street, a new Ghost Machine series. Let's read about it. A new epic era in the character-centered horror begins as Ghost Machine launches Hyde Street, its newest ongoing series from creators Jeff Johns and Ivan Rice. In every city and town, off every country road and Metropolis Avenue, if you make a wrong turn, you might find yourself on Hyde Street. But be careful who you talk to and what you do, because the consequences may death itself seem like the easy way out. Introducing Mr. X-Ray. Frankie, the world's most dangerous scout, Miss Goodbody, and many more, out to delight, fright, and say goodnight. What is their secret? And that of Hyde Street. only they know for sure. All right, so we got a new horror series, and it's Jeff Johns, and Jeff Johns rarely disappoints in his writing. In his schedule keeping, he disappoints. There's a Gary Frank variant, so you got a blank, and you can get all three for 10% off. Ice Cream Man has a one-shot. Ice Cream Man decompression in a wreck. And apparently Ice Cream Man has been auctioned to become some movie or TV show or something, which is kind of cool. Scarlet number 5, last issue. You have the A, the B, the 1 in 10 bundle if you want to go for that. And Walking Dead Deluxe 98, David Finch. We don't see the cover yet. We've got the B cover, that cover, and apparently we do have the cover image of David Finch's. There you go. Looks a little different for Finch for some reason, just this mouth shape. And what else we got? Okay, let's get past. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of reprints. So Falling in Love, The Path to Hell, 4th print for number 1, the 2nd print for number 2, and the 2nd print for number 3. So people are really enjoying this series and are wanting copies to keep coming into the store. Grommets is doing really well as well. Also, it's going into 4th print. Number 2 is getting a 3rd print, and number 3 is getting a 2nd print. Standstill number 1 is also getting a 2nd print. But how about The Toxic Avenger? There's that movie that's made with Peter Dinklage, and who knows if it's getting a theater release or a streaming, but it's done. And we're doing a bundle of 1 to 5. So you get the 1 to 5, you get the 1 and 5 variant, the 1 and 3 variant, the standard, and the cardstock. So yeah, 4 covers for a cheap price of $22. Where are you going to beat that? All right, Murder Kingdom, a new series from Image, isn't it? Is it from Image? No, it's Mad Cave. It's all right. You must be this tall to die. Once upon a time in a strange land called Florida, a masked psycho starts murdering cast members of the Storybook Kingdom theme park in ways identical to the gory original Grimm's fairy tales. Princess-turned-detective Tanith is the only person who can unmask the killer before she and her friends are all dying unhappily never after. Toon-themed terror from 6-time New York Times best-selling writer Fred Van Lint. So yeah, that's cool. Someone murdering people in the ways Grimm fairy tales were murdered. And there's a variant cover. Gruesome indeed. I like that. Horror is king in comics right now. They're doing so well, and people love it. Day of the Dead Girl, number 1, another horror-themed kind of Mexican Day of the Dead, supernatural serial killer, that kind of stuff. Did I give a great description of that series? Sorry. There's a variant cover of Hell's Half Acre. A bunch of people ordered the first one, so here's number 2. And there's a Joseph Michael Linsner variant. EC stuff seems to still be doing pretty all right. The Cruel Universe isn't doing as well as the other horror title. But you've got the Smallwood and you've got the Dave Johnson cover. And if you want the 1 in 10 bundle, there you go. Black Marrow, looks like a little Western horror. Skin Police, just another little gruesome looking thing, right? A little sci-fi, grody, bloody, all the good fun stuff. What else? Lilith, number 2. Number 1 was on FOC so long ago, and it still hasn't come in yet, I don't believe. This Little Piggy, number 3. Duck and Cover, number 2. Cruise, going on. Oddly Pedestrian Life, Halloween special. This was a James Tynion series, right? And then I think a new writer took it over after a couple of issues. But there's a one-shot, so it's going to be a little more expensive. And there's a Jeff Lemire variant cover. Star Wars High Republic Phase 3 Dispatches, number 1. We have the Ashcans, the San Diego Comic-Con Ashcans in store right now, but the number 1 Exorcism at 1600 pen, so the White House. And you've got a jock cover and a foil cover, and there's a 1 in 10. So if you want to get all 4 covers, you get a deep discount. Star Trek number 25, got a couple of different covers there. If you want the 1 in 10 bundle, there you go. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 3. Number 2 comes out this week, and here's number 3 on the chopping block, ready to be ordered. A whole bunch of covers. You've got your Chiang, your Eastman, your Gonzo, your Chiang again. And I don't think that's Chiang. I think that's supposed to be, oh no, it is. Yeah, it is. Anyway, you can get all 5 for 20% off. And that is the miscellaneous images or comics this week. Let's go to Marvel. This is our last one here. Amazing Spider-Man 59. We're getting closer to ending out the Zeb Wells run. You've got your A cover by Romita Jr. The glass looks very webby. Very webby indeed. You got your Carnero, small image there. And I think people are going to like this Disney homage. It's a little too scratchy. I'd like to see it more, bold covers like you normally see those characters. But you can get all 3 with 10% off. Conquest 2099, part 1 of 5. You got 3 covers, and you can get a bundle deal if you like. Exceptional X-Men number 1, second printing already. Ryan Stegman variant. There's your tiny little image. Take it in, soak it in. Exceptional X-Men number 2. This is a really cool Doom cover by Terry Dodson. The last couple of weeks with the Doom covers, I haven't been impressed, but there's a few on here that I really like. I do like this one, but there are better ones this week. We'll see them very shortly. Exceptional X-Men 2 by David Baldion, and you can get all 3 for 10% off. Fantastic Four number 26. Just kind of an odd cover. Drowning in Blood, I suppose. Johnny still sporting that killer mustache. And here's one of the cool Doom covers. How great is that? It's great. It's real great. Who did that one? Ben Harvey. Seeing him more and more. You got your Saturday morning cover. You got your Nick Klein cover. And then you can get all 4 for 15% off. Marvel Zombies Dawn of Decay. Your classic homage of Simonson. But this is the cover I liked. I think this is the best one by far. It's an homage to, like, I want to say the earliest cover I can think of was J. Scott Campbell doing it for Gen 13, but I'm assuming somebody did this pose before. You can let me know if you know who that is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jumping ahead. Phoenix, number 4, going against Gore. Gore and Phoenix, 2 ultra powerful creatures. I did like this Doom cover as well. It's a nice one. This is the week of good Doom covers. And you've got a Karen Darbo cover right here. One of our customers enjoys Darbo's work. I think is it Karen Darbo? Anyway, 3 covers for 10% off if you want. The Sentinels, spin-off from the Krakoa stuff, getting its own series, and myself, I don't care. But I have not been reading that X-Men stuff. Usually these spin-off titles don't do that well, but who knows? Maybe this one will change the tide. Spider-Boy 11 sold out, second print. There you go. It's leading into number 12's first appearance of the Spider-Girl. And we got our 3rd issue of Black Suit Blood, Spider-Man. Yeah, Black Suit and Blood. I do love Dustin's work, Mr. Nyan. It's great stuff, and he shied away from Marvel for so long with the only odd appearance. But now you're getting a little bit more of his work all over the place. John Boy Myers. I like it. That's a fun cover. and you can get all 3 for a little discount. Ahsoka, number 4, you got your standard, and your Annie Wu, and your 1 in 25 bundle. I feel like, oh yeah, so this includes a 1 in 10 variant. So you can get the 1 in 25, the 1 in 10, and the 2 standard covers. So there you go. I was confusing myself there. And Ewoks, how fun is that? They're getting a little mini-series. Because Star Wars is now going to be taking place all after Return of the Jedi. So all the miniseries and spin-offs are going to be just tailored towards that. So we've got the Ewoks, and of course we know they were cheering away as the Empire was crushed. And we get a Jonathan Tyler Christopher action figure variant. And if you would like to buy all 4, give you a little discount for your efforts. Ultimates number 5. Not getting as many orders on this book as the other ones. Black Panther is still beating the Ultimates for sales in our store. You got 3 different covers, and Yet Lee. We get a little more orders for his variants. And Jeff Shaw, and your standard cover. You can get all 3 for 10% off. Venom, number 38. You've got a Doom cover. And you have a Delato cover. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? The Daredevil one did really, really well, and it's already selling above market. Will this do the same? Do people love this? I don't know. You can gamble if you like. Order a couple and see if you could double your money. Who knows? But you can get all 3 for 10%. Venom War Wolverine number 2. Number 1, I guess, comes out this week coming up. We haven't cracked the boxes of all our new releases yet. They're all in the store. We'll work on them on Monday. But you got 2 covers. X-Force number 4, your Clayton Crane. You've got, I like this one just because I like the Man-Thing floating in the background here. I always like a Man-Thing cover. I think it's because I like Swamp Thing, so I just gradually like Man-Thing stuff as well. But you can get all 4 covers and save yourself 10%. Sorry, all 3 covers. Iron Man, he has a new series, and what do they say about it? It's going to be new, and it's going to be brutal. Roxxon and AIM team up to take on Stark Unlimited, but they're ready for the old Tony Stark. This one, he's a lot angrier than he used to be. Iron Man is going to war. New armor, old enemies, and unbelievable twists around in this fresh take on a Fury-powered Iron Man from Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Spencer Ackerman and groundbreaking artist Julius Ota. It's a good cover, and if Tony Stark's going to be like angry and mean, I think I would check that out. You don't really see him mean, like he's always smart and quick-witted, and that's a really cool cover. A little steampunkish. Steampunk is in. It's always been in. And what else we got? We got the Dave Barton Deadly Foes. This Doom cover. I like this one. Mike McCone. It's a good one. Of course, we've got the Scotty Young. It's going to be a nice little seller. And we've got Kumar, and there's a foil one. And you can get all 6 covers for 20% off. And if you want to go in for the bundle, it's a 1 in 25 Lionel Yu. There you go. And that is it for Marvel. This has been the FOC with CCB. And hopefully you get your pre-sales in. And if you want subscriptions, you can reach out, you can email, you can talk to us. If there's any bundles that you are wanting that we did not put up, just reach out and we can make that happen. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Saturday before I have to go into work on Sunday. And everybody have a good weekend. I'll see you soon.